So I have a treat for you today for a healing session, self-healing session. You cannot do it with others. And I believe that this method of concentration is ancient. So what I do know that Paramahamsa Yogananda and Nikola Tesla practiced this type of concentration all their lives as basically like a foundation for their awareness, self-awareness. And it's immensely simple and puts you instantly in the connection with your inner self, and even more helping manifest your inner being into external world. I can give a seminar just on this topic, but the practice is amazingly simple. I mean, give a seminar on what levels, what kind of changes and transformation is achieved. Simply put, I would say it's reclaiming your mind. As I have reclaiming your body as an important pillar in the will system, presence of the self in the body. So descension, not ascension, descension, to descend into your own body, to complete the process of incarnation. But this would be reclaiming your mind. And it's connected with the self-image, literally self-image. And the way how you do it is simply you visualize your own image as clear as you can. Have you done it ever? Have you thought about it? And isn't it obvious to visualize your own image, your own self? In that way, this visualized image serves as an interface between your consciousness and your body, between your psyche and your body. So it's basically interface between the body and the mind, and brings awareness, self-awareness on the level of consciousness. So that is not my method, although I have practiced it spontaneously, it came to me, but I've heard that I haven't invented it, that other seekers were also using the same method. So just face, visualization of just face, okay, that's how it works. As usually, I'm not satisfied with just work on a level of consciousness. I always want to involve soul level, heart level, self level, true self level. Because simple visualization, that's just consciousness. But the thing I have added is the feeling of the presence of I am within this visualized image. And for that purpose, you do not visualize just your face, but contour, whole body. Okay, so basically you visualize your body in front of you as it is now. So it is not a technique to reprogram your mind to perceive your body in ideal form, which is amazing technique. That's great work. But here we want a connection first on the level of reality. So as it is now. And as you visualize yourself in front of your body, in front of your physical body, you should feel I am presence as you feel it in the physical body, so to feel it in your self-image. basically to transfer feeling of the self from the center of the chest into the visualized image of yourself. In that way, we include soul level and the level of the inner self as well, together with consciousness. So we do not develop just self-awareness, but self-love as well. Is it clear? It's very simple and amazingly powerful. Okay, so I suggest, of course, you can use any induction method I am sharing with you that resonates with you the best. You can do just one part of it. Whatever works for you, be creative. This is not a dogma. So it's like a buffet. I serve many dishes and you just eat what you like as much as you like. That's the principle. Freedom of choice. Okay, let's do it. Sit comfortably. Bring your attention to your breathing. Natural rhythm as it goes on its own. With the inhalation, stomach is going up. With the exhalation, stomach is going down. Repeat mentally after me. Let everything be as it is. Again, repeat mentally after me. Let everything be just as it is. Again, repeat mentally after me. Let everything be exactly as it is. Gently close your eyes. And think of yourself. Create an image in your mind how you look. Visualize your body standing in front of you, facing you. Or sitting as we are sitting. The focus is on the face. Try to see as much details of your face as it looks now, at this moment. But be aware of the whole body. Just the general shape of the body. Look into your eyes. As your attention wanders away from the visualization, just gently bring it back and continue to observe mentally your self-image in front of you. Now, excuse me, bring your attention while keeping the focus on a visualized self-image. Just feel your I am feeling in the center of the chest. Simply connect with this silent, non-verbal notion, I exist. As the feeling of I am becomes clear, find the same feeling in the visualized self-image. Continue to look in your visualized eyes. Simply keep the notion that there is a same self-presence, same feeling I am in the chest of the visualized image as it is in your physical body. It's a simple notion. You just know that not just your physical body is reflected in the mirror of your consciousness, but your very self as well. Observe how this feeling of emptiness, of the self-presence, expands simultaneously through the physical body and the visualized self-image. Allow yourself to gently smile to yourself. Now allow your visualized self-image to merge with your physical body, to unite with it. Obviously, it turns around and make a step back to fuse with the physical body. You can see your self-image within your physical body while dwelling on the notion I am. I am that very I am in this form. Thank you. How was it? Yes, Lisa.
I want to talk before you. Um, I have to say that it was difficult for me not to see a better version of myself. It's very strange. It's like I don't know how. I mean, it was difficult to see myself as I was. Yeah, I wanted to see myself in the best version of myself instead, but it was quite a big ch- uh, shift to do that instead. So, then I sort of settled into that, and it was easier to merge that with me in the
Mhm.
end. Mhm.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your honesty. Yes, it's a bit difficult, as you may noticed, kind of challenging, and it's strange. What can be challenging to imagine myself as I am now? You know, yeah, all of you are women here, and you know this fascination with the mirror. And I always knew it's not just, to make yourself presentable or, whatever. No, it's meditation on your own self. Just when you do it with your open eyes, that's left brain hemisphere that is actually developing self-awareness, which is operating mostly through these five senses. But when you include visualization, then your right brain hemisphere is incorporated as well. So just the mirror you look yourself at is consciousness mirror. It's not physical mirror. But there is something that obstructs us to clearly see our image as it is now. And there is huge importance in that. Why? Simply put, when you imagine, when you visualize how you would, the best version of you, as Louisa said, that's fantasy. You are not in connection with reality. And you can spend a lot of time with a little effect on your actual physical body. And when your self-image is real, when you have clear and accurate perception of yourself as you are, with full acceptance and self-love, then you are connected with the reality. Once you are connected with the reality, you can correct it. So when you can see clearly your self-image visualized and merge with it, it enters your physical body, then you are in connection with reality. Now change it. Bring more light, play with it, reshape it as you would like, and that will actually influence reality. So first connection with reality, then correction. Without the connection with reality, full acceptance of reality as it is right now, that's fantasy. That's not self-work. Okay. Anyone else would like to share? Yes, Catherine.
I had this most amazing experience of compassion for myself. It really blew me away because I thought, how can I have lived for 52 years and never felt that for myself?
Excellent.
Really
excellent. Good. I love to hear it. Self-love. Self-love is self-acceptance, simply put. Not just unconditional self-acceptance. Yes, Barty.
And I found when I had my I am presence and then trying to feel a presence in the image, the intensity of presence in me was so powerful. And especially when you said to look into the eyes, I've never felt this intense presence in my eyes before as I did then. And then, to feel it in the image. It was amazing. The intensity was just quite incredible.
Yes, excellent. Thank you, Barty. Thank you. Because it is not just conscious part of our consciousness included, but subconscious as well. So that's why it's more powerful. Yes, Monica.
I look myself in the mirror every day. I do my makeup, I brush my hair, but I never look myself in the eyes. Even though I'm there, makeup. And I still, even though I see myself in the mirror every day, I have a hard time visualizing myself and picturing myself if I close my eyes. It's like it's nothing there. Do you have any suggestions for how to bring this more to life?
Yes, sure. Excellent, excellent observation. And I want to highlight this. That should be the most simplest thing to visualize your own image. I think everyone looks at least once a day in a mirror and him or herself. And it's so difficult. So my suggestion is, because there is so much blockages and inner mental obstructions on different levels, informational, emotional, beliefs, so many things that is obstructing this clear visualization. The main advice is be gentle and patient. So don't force it. You just sit and wait to the self-image to appear. You sit for 5-10 minutes, nothing happens, no problem. You repeat it again, and then you repeat it again. Eventually, you will be able to see your image as you see it in the mirror. For sure, it's bound to happen. But simply, if you force it, you prolong it. So there should be no any tension and effort to visualize. Just, it's more like recalling your image than trying to actively visualize it. Okay? So it's for me, it was like it's coming and still is. I cannot keep it continuous without disappearing. It's like emerging from some mist or something, like from darkness into light, and stays for some time, then disappears, reappears. So I simply wait in this will and intention to make it continuous. That's how it works, and it comes on its own terms. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Yes, Catherine.
Hi, thank you. I found that I was touching my face when I was doing the visualization. I don't know if that might help, Monica. I was thinking about my collarbones, and I've got a lot of freckles. So I was looking for my freckles because then I can identify my face better. Maybe I spend a lot longer looking in the mirror because I could see my face quite quickly. The rest of my body was just, don't know where that was, no idea. It helped when you said sitting down, because then I could, that helped. I think I was being too skittish. But I just wanted to share that when you said about then taking that image and back into yourself, you hadn't even finished the sentence, and my visualized self had already whipped round and was already in super quick.
Yeah.
And there was this excited little, and I've still got this excited vibration in my body. I feel like I'm about to go to a party, or something really exciting is about to happen. I've got a real physical reaction to it. There's a sort of a, oh, what's going to happen now feeling. So, but yeah, the touching of the face really helped me pinpoint the face, if that helps.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Really, really good observation. You know, you can also practice with a mirror. Just look yourself in a mirror or in a phone, on a phone, and then close your eyes and try to visualize. Then open your eyes, remember your image, and then close your eyes again. So whatever works for you, but simply develop it. It's hugely important and hugely powerful. And especially this part, so presence of the self and merging with the visualized self with the physical body, that's will system. That's original, that's my way. And I felt how powerful energy is activated when you merge visualized self with the physical body. Actually, you balance both brain hemispheres and activate central passage, pillar of light, and there is a rush of energy, free flow of energy. Yeah. This excitement, as Catherine said. Excellent, excellent. Anyone else would like to share or have a question? Yes, Lisa.
My question to you is, is this about centering yourself more and being more in presence because you see yourself more in yourself, so that you embody yourself as you physically see yourself? I'm a little bit confused with not trying to see myself with the duality interference. There's maybe too much thinking about the duality here. Could you help me with that?
Yeah, first of all, you should practice it. You should practice it, and then experience will teach you what is the purpose of it. And it is not a duality, simply put, or shortly said, our mind has a tendency, innate tendency, to be extrovert, to perceive and receive information through the five senses. It goes outside. So first impression we have about ourselves is our body image. We are that's why we are identified with our bodies in the first place. Although you don't say me, you say my body. So we are aware it's my body. There is me owning the body. But unconsciously we are identified with our physical bodies because of this mental mind tendency to be extrovert, to go outside and receive information and react on information through the five senses. And usual meditation approach in meditation is to struggle with that mind tendency to go outside and to keep it inside, to keep it from wandering. And here we play a trick, kind of a trick,
Okay.
because we bring a mirror in front of the mind. So mind goes outside, as it goes outside, sees itself and goes inside naturally, without any effort and fighting with it. So that's one of the aspects, but I told you, I can give a whole few weekend seminars on what levels, let alone soul level, self level, protoforms, how creation of the body happens in the mirror of the spheroid, in the spheroid mirror of consciousness, reflected back and danced into physical body. So when you repeat the process of creation of your body, how it affects your self-image and perception of yourself, self-acceptance, health. So in this way, you can correct any health issue, even a static issue you have. First of all, you accept yourself as you are now, and once you merge this self-image with you, then you correct it. That's all. So the best is to practice and see how it works. Practice is simple enough.
So that brings me to my next question.
Please,
Is it
just if it is operational, if it is not theory.
No, not theory. It is just a quick question.
Okay.
Is it possible to do the same thing with my higher self, my human star, for example?
How? To visualize your human star in front of you.
Yes.
But you don't know how it looks. You never saw it.
That's true. I've got an idea of what it looks like.
You
You're
have
right.
idea. That's
Yes.
a presence. So you keep it as a presence. When it comes that you see it, then you can practice visualization. But first of all, this method is oriented towards reclaiming your mind and body, being fully present as a real self in your vehicle, body and mind. Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay. So the induction we will do today is will be conducted through the connection with the spiritual energy fields in the Sistine Chapel in Vatican. That's a human star constellation site, one of the 5 constellation sites in Europe. And I need to say, we are not connecting with the Vatican energies as a religious center. That's not at all what this practice is about. Like, we are not, when we are connecting with the Hagia Sophia, we are not connecting with the Islam energies or any religion. There is nothing religious in it. Simply, constellation sites are focal points of development of specific civilization, specific culture, and that includes science, art, specific organization of society, and everything that is part of one culture and civilization. So, and I think by default it's almost, I am not sure, but I think that every constellation site has usually it has couple of civilizations represented there. So it's Vatican as a place is not on a spiritual level connected just with Christianity. There are also ancient Romans, fully matured human stars present there. And before Romans as well. So they are thousands upon thousands years old. Some are younger. But what I want to say is that we should not see it as any religious practice connecting with the constellation sites. Okay? And also, you can say that obviously every constellation site has some main theme, I would say, as every civilization has some main theme, something that was really valued in that civilization, in that culture. For constellation site in Vatican, Sistine Chapel as a central place, it is art. And that's something, when you say Italy, you think about art, aesthetics, art of life, of living, but especially Renaissance, yeah? So Michelangelo is there, Da Vinci is not there because he didn't finish he was enlightened, but he didn't achieve full maturity of his human star. So his human star was reincarnated. Not him, but his human star was reincarnated in some other person. But for Da Vinci, it's interesting that he is, in all human history, a person who made biggest development in one lifetime. So basically, his human star was quite young. You would say, not so much developed, but he was so creative that he managed to achieve biggest development of his human star compared to any other humans. So we can say he is considered to be the most creative person ever. and others who are not maybe even recorded in history. So, appreciation of art, of a form that manifests formless. Perception, what is sacral art? It means not a religious art exclusively, but worshipping nature as a manifestation of source of life, absolute, of divine. And of course, I have chosen this healing method of visualizing self-image to share with you when we visit Sistine Chapel, because that's the seat of a sacral art, spiritual art, I would say. In a broader sense, spiritual, not religious. So let's do it. Just sit comfortably. It may be easier if you close your eyes. You don't need to. Allow everything to be as it is. And repeat after me mentally. I connect with the energy field of peace in the Sistine Chapel. Say thank you mentally. Now repeat mentally after me. I connect with the energy field of living light in the Sistine Chapel. Mentally safe, thank you. Repeat after me mentally. I connect with the field of Creator's energy, Creator's presence in the Sistine Chapel. Mentally safe, thank you. Okay. Slowly open your eyes. Anyone would like to share? Have a comment or a question? Yes, Maureen, please.
That was amazing and very powerful. And by the end of it, I found myself standing in a pillar of light.
absolutely amazing and incredible. So thank you.
Thank you, Maureen. And if you compare it with, for example, we were visiting Montatos last time. You haven't been last time, or maybe you listened to recording, or any other constellation site. For example, same field of creator's energy, presence of creator. How there is subtle difference in every site, like there is some characteristics that are different.
Yes.
At least that's how I feel it. Is it true for you as well?
Oh yes, yes, definitely. But this was just so powerful, and all the creation of the art, and it was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyone else would like to share? Yes, Catherine.
Thank you. I think there was a continuation, possibly that I was carrying that vibration of fun from the previous exercise. When I first arrived, there was a bit of a yay, and like come and see. There was a real sort of welcome, and we've been waiting kind of feeling. People running around, and then spent a lot of time looking at the bricks, at the smell, and the smell. Oh, really, really powerful smell of ancient brick sort of coming through, and then at the end, the enormity, this sort of magnitude was the word that kept coming to mind. I was taken to see this huge sort of opening that then looked down onto creation, and it was just this sort of breathtaking, enormous, all the big words that just describe everything that's massive, and it was just overwhelmingly grateful, this sort of creation of beauty, and just so powerful, and thank you. That was I don't know where I've been, but wow, loved it. And I also saw I was shown the hoof of a goat. I don't know what that was about.
Again? Goat?
A hoof of a goat.
Ah, hoof of the goat. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
In detail. It was presented in detail.
Interesting. Yeah. Like a spiritual tourism, but inner tourism. Thank you. Am I pronouncing your name properly? Accurately?
Yeah. Katrina, yeah.
Katrina, I'm sorry, Katrina.
I like how you say it, it's okay.
Thank you. Yes, Lisa.
I can say that my experience was definitely through the art, and I was there painting the walls, but I was almost like I was experiencing them in real time being painted, and the detail of the painting was literally creating ambience of basically, and it was literally just before you asked for the God's presence. The whole hall was created to make to be in the presence of God's presence. So it was almost like I was in the presence of God to create the presence of God in this space. And this, it was like being in this hall, but it was a vacuum. And it was super precise detail. And then when you said in God's presence, I got this like golden sweep through my whole body, and it was just like dust, but not dust. I don't know what to say, but I could see the particles, and they were literally going right through my system, and it was almost like, for want of a better word, my heart had an orgasm. but literally. And I started trembling,
Yes,
and
yes.
then I got this sharp pain around my lungs this time, and it was almost like I could hear the clack, 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 like a huge crack. It was quite crazy. But and then of course the tremors of that hit me physically from these waves, and they're still pulsing through my system, but they're like waves which are going up and up. um, it's going to take me a while to unpack that. Whew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent, amazing journey. And please do revisit, possibly on a daily basis. Revisit. You have an open channel. You have a link how to access it. So just use it whenever it suits you, of course. Thank you, Lisa. Anyone else would like to share? Yes, Catherine.
Just briefly, I wanted to echo what Katrina said, because I too felt, definitely in comparison to the other visitations that we've done in the other places, which were equally powerful, but I had this real sense of joy from that energy, and a real sort of sprightliness and fun. And my question is, did these constellation sites ever have little satellites going off them, or do they? I don't know, because I kept finding myself in La Sagrada Familia. I kept not getting spat out, but it was like the color coming through the windows, and I wondered if there was a connection.
The connection, like actually, that is also a constellation site. That was the question, yeah? No.
No, I didn't know if it was a constellation site or not. But I mean,
it is not.
No, it's too young. It's very young. But I don't know quite why I kept finding myself there.
You felt that, yeah, excellent. Simply that energy field, because and first of all, it's amazing work of art, Sagrada Familia, and that energy field created by this work of art, architecture, is resonating with you. So that's okay. Whatever comes, it's okay. And also, it's a transfer of knowledge. And you just made an access, like you download something and then you open it up and see what is there. So this is just a download, not just, but download. And then you unpack information. You can see so much that is received actually through these experiences. So many different insights, inspiration, motivation for your creative development come through this connecting with the energy fields on the constellation sites. Excellent. Okay, thank you so much for... Yes, Katrina.
Sorry, I forgot to mention, and I've been told to say this, the name Jocelyn was shouted out to me, and I have to share that. And I also have to share the song that came to mind and was playing in the background during the party, which was, sorry, it's awful music, Kanye West's Holy Grail. The name Jocelyn was really, I've been sitting here and I've been getting told, you have to tell somebody this will mean something to somebody. So sorry for jumping back in, but
no, excellent. Thank you for that. So obviously there is some fully mature human star on that constellation site that has one life where it was named Jocelyn, or so, and not recording in history. So it's waving to us. Excellent. I love it. And it was also interesting, like you feel this joyous acceptance of the place and joy and like playfulness, and it's Vatican. And I'm wondering how these guys can be so serious on such a place, you know, with the long faces. And actually, on a spiritual level, things are quite different. Thank you. Really, it's my huge pleasure to share this with you. You are such a great creators, and you always open up a new space for me as well. And do practice it. And see you in 10 days.